This episode of the A Square Podcast is brought to you by wolfsmanebeardcare.com. With a promo code of A2P, get a discount on us at the A Square Podcast. Link in the description. Visit them today for your beard care products. And now, let's start the show. What's going on, people? It's your boy DJ A-Ron alongside my brother, as always, Cornbread, for episode 190 of the A Square Podcast, man. Y'all know A-squaredpodcast.com. Listen, we are here. We are slowly but surely once again grinding and doing the work, almost at that 200 mark. Antonio, my brother, Cornbread, how are you, man?
Rest in peace, bro.
Yeah.
I got two rest in pieces, bro. Two different sets. One of them last week, I was going to address it, but wanted for more information to come out. So rest in peace to those three individuals. I think the three members of the military were from Georgia, but they were killed by a bomb or a drone strike in Jordan, man. So it's getting hot and heavy. It's weird how you don't hear too much about it anymore. I think as the states, I think we're gearing up for something nice to find out who that was. But at the end of the day, three of our own, passed away. So rest in peace to their families. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. And then you want to talk anything more about that, DJ, before I go to the next one?
Yeah, again, like you said, man, rest in peace to them. I think that what you just said, we're not hearing too much on it and things like that. I think that that's a good thing because, years ago we used to look on the news and they'd be like, hey, at 7:31, we're dropping a bomb right here. So we're giving the information away. And I used to always say I hate when, like, the news does stuff like that. Like, we're giving our strategy away. It doesn't make sense. So
you said
I
that
think
before,
that this is a good thing. Just keep quiet, and whatever happens, happens out of it. So
absolutely. So we'll keep y'all in touch on more information that comes out. And then also, rest in peace, man, to Apollo, bro. There is no more tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? The
song from Happy Gilmore?
If he dies, he dies.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Man, Carl Weathers, man, passed away, 76. He was in the first four Rockies, pivotal character. He technically was the Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Because they said Sylvester Stallone took that storyline of Muhammad Ali, and I think it was a white fighter, and then Rocky was portraying the white fighter, beating Muhammad Ali in this fictional world. And even his character got a spinoff. That's where you get the creeds and stuff like that, right? So, he was pivotal. Like you said, Happy Gilmore, you know what I'm saying? Chubbs, what was he, Chubbs?
He said, hey, with the R? He said, and then when he died in the movie, he said, oh, don't be mad. Look at me. I got my hands back. Hilarious.
So he has some iconic roles, that especially with us millennials growing up, man. He was pivotal, man. So, rest in peace to him, and condolences to the family with that, man.
So here's something that I'll give a shout out to him that I didn't know. I had no idea that he was in the NFL, bro.
I didn't know that either.
I had no idea. He's one of the originals of the Raiders, bro.
No, he played for the Colts, bro.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He might have played against the Colts when they was in Baltimore. But he definitely, yeah. So, actually, was it Al Davis, right? Al Davis was the one that asked him to be a part of the team. So this was, I guess it was like, his body structure and everything like that. They was just like, no, we got to, back in the day, that's what it was more about, like your body structure, athletic ability, football was getting started. You know what I'm saying? So, he was a part of the Raiders, and I thought that was very dope. I watched him talk about that. He was in bands. Bro, you talk about a person that did everything. Actor, athlete, he did it all. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, one of the most iconic roles, and like you said, in the Rockies, I just remember him trying to, pump it up. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm going against you or if I'm training you, I'm going to get the best out of you. Except for the Russian. He did not get the best out of the Russian.
Drago. Where's Drago at, man?
Hey, don't let him in there.
But yeah, rest in peace to him and the family, though, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's what I got, DJ. Talk to me, man. 190,
man,
bro. Come on, bro.
Let's 190, bro. So let's not even waste no more time, bro. Let's get to it. This is something heavy on my mind, bro.
Okay, talk to me, man.
Growing up, loving hip hop, I'm a fan of beef. I grew up on the beef, bro. Like, I don't all that kumbaya and all that stuff, that's cool for certain people. I love it. One of the things I love about KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane is they always say, I got something for everybody. It don't matter. Hey, if you say anything, I'm already prepared to release it. You know what I'm saying? I love that energy. And we went from that to your 50 Cents to, you know what I'm saying? Then you seen 50 Cent, Ja Rule.
You got to think about Nas and Jay-Z before that.
Yeah. I'm just naming people out there.
I thought you was doing the...
LL,
man, you missed a lot of
LL
these.
and Cannabis, you know what I'm saying? Like it
Drake and Pusha T and Drake,
absolutely.
Meek Mill, all them, yeah.
NWA, Snoop Dogg, and I grew up on all that. So I've seen...
Biggie Pac.
I've seen the outcomes of it all, and I've seen what happens when it stays just on to the music. You know what I mean? We don't want it to go to violence, you know what I'm saying? But we wanted to stay on music. I can speak for me. I wanted to stay on music, stay on the bars, bro. And we had two people going at it, and I think there's a lot more to it than I'll give my opinion, but there are two people that's kind of going at it right now, and that's Meg. And I want to ask you, Antonio, are there rules? Are there rules to battle, bro? Are there rules to rap beef? What are the rules? That's what I want to know. What are the rules, bro?
If you asking Antonio,
you're a battle rap guy, so
hey, that's what I'm saying. So both parties have to agree, and what I mean by that is, if it's no holds barred, but we're keeping it on wax, right? It's only records. That's one thing. But if it's on site when I see you, then understand what you're saying. I'm taking it, I'm adding more fuel to the fire when it's on site, right? Mm-hmm. So both parties have to be on the same page. I think a lot of people, that's where like these Twitter fingers come from. These are real people out there who talk heavy behind that keyboard. But in real life, they the quietest person in the room, right? Yeah. So you have to understand who you're beefing with. And you have to know, what is this? Is this really when I see you, it's on site? So that means there's no rules. That's what I'm saying. If it's on site, there's no rules.
It's kind of like an unwritten rule. Almost.
Unwritten rule, right. Yeah. But if it's, when I see you, we could chop it up. It might be a misunderstanding. Then, yes, there is rules. You can't, you know what I'm saying, talk about kids, obviously dead relatives, keep it between us, friends. I mean, even, I guess, wives and husbands is on this. But if somebody's terminally ill, you know what I'm saying? So it's certain rules that you keep it like that. But that's my opinion. But I'm also a battle rap extraordinaire. And the stuff that I've heard, I said it, now what you gonna do? They're gonna put the ball in your court. Now what? So that's me.
So like I said, man, we grew up watching all these beats, bro. And everyone, even to Lil' Kim and and the Foxy Browns and even the women. I'm not just talking about just men. I'm talking about just women battling too and going at it, right? So I agree with everything you're saying. I think it doesn't take, I don't think you have to have a conversation or really know what's going on in that person's life to know that it's serious. I think we understood what was going on when 50 Cent and Game was going at it. People was legitimately getting shot at. That was not, let's just keep it on, let's keep it on wax. That's right. It's on wax, but it's up when I see you too. You know what I'm saying? So Megan made a record called Hiss. For those of you who are out there who may not have heard it, she got the song called Hiss, and she had a bar in there. One of the bars was, about Megan's Law. Megan's Law is a real thing, and it's about, I guess, child situation with a predator and whatnot. And then, of course, Go ahead, elaborate on that part.
Yeah, so Megan's Law is, so you got to think, when there's pedophiles out there, they have certain rules that they have to abide by, right? So, like, they can't have their street light on when it's Halloween. Yeah. Because that's a holiday that attracts kids coming to your house, right? So that's against their rules. They cannot have their light on. Right. Even if it's by accident, it don't matter. They're going to cook you up, right? You should know that. It's Halloween. You should know your light shouldn't be on, right? Or you have to have a certain distance between schools and all these little regulations. But if you meet all those criteria and find a house, you don't have to tell the neighbors that you're a pedophile. You don't have to do that, right? You're protected in that. But Megan Law takes that away, where you must notify. Either you must notify or you must register so anybody can look you up and say, hey, across the street is a pedophile, or next door is a pedophile.
Right.
So that's what Megan Law does. It informs people, because apparently Megan was the kid who got kidnapped and raped and I think killed or something like that by a
Terrible
pedophile
situation.
that lived next door and nobody knew. So that's why that family fought for this law to take place. But that's just to elaborate more on Megan's law.
So Meg says that in a shot at Nicki Minaj's husband, who has been, I guess, gone through the courts. He's known for this, so whatever happened, I'm not
Is it
speaking
brother
to
or
it 'cause
husband?
It's her husband.
I thought it was her brother. Okay, I
No,
didn't
it's
know.
her husband.
Oh, okay,
it's her
okay.
husband.
Cool.
So taking the shots. So that's where it started. So Nikki started going crazy, bro. She tweeting, she doing everything, and one of the things I didn't like about this is that she's tweeting the bars that she using in the song. I didn't like that. I'm like, leave us in the dark about it, and then make the song, right? That's what I want. But I kind of understood what she was doing, because when she was rapping on her lives, when I seen it, it was like she was doing her voices, the funny voices that Nikki does, and it was almost like she's catching that beat and she's making those noises, because this is how she gonna do the song. So she letting you know she about to cook on this song. The problem is, to the people that don't know, the original producer for her song is I guess somewhat on Nikki on Megan's team. So the original beat was like the Birdman beat, bro. Like what happened to that boy. So that's the original beat. Y'all can YouTube it, check it out. It's dope. So if you listen to that song with her on it, it's fire. If you listen to this song, it is not fire. So Nikki going back at Meg, and it's ugly. And she talking about her dead mother and, stuff like that, man. It's ugly out there to the people. So that's why I posed the question, how far is too far, or how do you keep things on wax, and so on and so forth. And I think, honestly, Antonio, I think this is deeper than Nikki versus Meg. I think Nikki is pissed off about a lot of stuff, bro. And as a person that looks, and I've been a DJ in this thing, I've met a lot of people, I kind of believe that part of the problem is, I think that Nikki believes that she's been shaded by the industry. Not one person, but by the industry. When she came out, it was a few girls, you know what I'm saying? Lil' Kim was still doing her thing, but Nikki had to battle through, even though she signed to Young Money, you got to battle through the Lil Wayne. You got to get up past the Drakes. You got to hold your weight. You know what I'm saying? Now,
but as a woman, she didn't have to battle other women, right? I mean,
no, not.
Who'd you have? Missy Elliott maybe was out, but that wasn't it.
Yeah, it was Missy and Lil' Kim.
Okay, and Lil' Kim. So that's two compared to now. It's like 50 women that out.
Right. But I think one of her issues is that you guys, she grinded and she did do what she had to do, and she brought the bars.
I agree.
Now, you guys are finding somebody, and it was like a diamond in the rough, right? You got Cardi B. Cardi B is out there. She taking off. Now it's like the industry was like, oh, this is dope. Let's go find the next person, despite if they're ass or not. Let's find the next woman and boost them to the top.
Facts.
Meg Thee Stallion got some records, but her albums ain't been hitting. So why is Roc Nation still pushing her to the top? That's, I think, why Nikki is like, I didn't get that same push. When my album didn't do good, the fans let me know it didn't do
she
good.
She was with Roc Nation or no?
No, Meg is.
No. Nikki, why does it matter if
it matters to her because it's almost like they're trying to create people to go against her. Because remember the first song they did a song together. Mm-hmm. Her and Nikki did a song. Her and Meg did a song together. And her and Cardi had an issue talking about Nikki and Cardi. They had an issue for whatever label stuff and also producer stuff. You got to think, it's only a handful of producers that's working with these people. So now the same situation that happened right here. I got you a beat, Nikki. You got it. You got to go do your thing. She go do her thing, and here come Roc Nation and the producer like, yeah, we can't put it out. So now she can't put out her best stuff, even though this is what she worked on. So I think she feel like she's being shaded, and I can kind of see it.
I get that, but I would take out Roc Nation. Isn't that what they're supposed to do? Aren't they supposed to protect their artists?
Yes.
Like, if I know Rock Nation has this beat that Nikki's using and you're dissing my artist, why would I let you have that beat?
I think yes and no to that.
Okay.
I think yes and no, because I think that we could play ball. Like, yeah, if you don't want to have them, first of all, don't let Nikki work with the producer. Now, her and the producer are working together.
I agree with that.
And have been working together forever. Then don't take him away now just because you're trying to push your artist to the top. He's a producer.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of corny. But also, she's been battling with other record labels, too, about different things. I just feel like she's looking at it like, why are y'all trying to create people to battle me and put songs out about me? And I did a song with the person. That doesn't make sense. That I think is unfair.
Yeah, I think Nikki and Drake are in the same situation all the time. I think they have everyone always shooting at them for nothing, even though it might be something, but it's like they're always fighting battles. Even when, Drake and not Wyclef, what's his name? Mos Def.
Joe Budden.
Mos Def.
Originally, him and Joe Budden.
Right, but then Mos Def just said something a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And Drake, like, what the, like, so now, Drake gonna respond later, but I'm saying they're always taking hits from people all the time. So they might feel like they always have to fight everybody, right?
Yeah.
They don't ever get a peace moment either. So I get it, though.
Don't nobody ever be like, yo, y'all killing it. You know what I'm saying? They would rather come at them.
Facts.
So then they always on the defense. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So and it ain't helping that she's from Queens. That's not not helping the situation either.
Yeah.
They're aggressive as it is.
And the song wasn't good to me.
Yeah, I think neither one of them was good. To be honest with you, I didn't think neither one of them was good. But here's what I do want to hear. It doesn't matter if they make another song about each other or not. Megan got to come out with some music, bro. Because her last few songs have been basic, but it's almost like she's bigger than the brand. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that for negative reasons. But don't keep telling me I don't want to talk about Tory and keep putting Tory Lanez in all your music. That's another part of it that I want to hear. I just want to hear the music, man, and we'll just see what happens going forward with that.
I agree. I agree, bro.
Speaking of music, though, we right in it. Grammys just happened.
Okay.
I'm 100% positive that you did not watch. And I'm 100% positive.
Would you put money on that?
Absolutely 100%.
I'll put money on it too, kid.
100%. I know you ain't watching the Grammys.
What, man?
So, I didn't watch it either. But I did pay attention to who was winning and whatnot, and just to see what was going on.
What's some people that won then?
One of the big people that won that I think everybody should acknowledge is Killa Mike, man. I think earlier this year he put together a album that I thought was, and I told you I thought the album was
you
excellent.
told me to listen to it. And,
Yeah.
and I did. It was solid, bro.
I thought it was really good. And he said he put all his resources into it. So he said he went to his wife and said, hey, I'm taking this much money out the bank because I feel like I want to put out my classic. This is something I wanted to do. And she got behind him. They did it on their own and they won. So he won Best Song. It was a clean sweep is what they calling it. So he won Best Song with him, Future, Andre 3000. He won Best Album, and it was another award. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he won 3 total.
Right.
He won 3 total.
Did he win Best Artist?
Best Artist. I
don't
Best
know.
Rap Artist.
Okay,
I think
cool.
it's Best Rap Artist. So here's the thing about it, though, that was interesting. What I was reading the article, Antonio, and they said that his acceptance speech and his win was not televised. So
that's what they used to do, right?
No,
I mean they take that away.
So it's certain people, during, like, obviously, I'm sure you've seen clips of Jay-Z getting his Dr. Dre award, and we seen Miley Cyrus get up there 15 times, Taylor Swift winning awards. Everybody's going up and receiving these awards, but then you got certain people that they give awards to outside. You got certain people that they give awards to, and they don't televise. And he's one of the ones that I think a lot of people have questions about that. Like, why would you not televise the biggest rap album of the year and you're not going to televise? So I think a lot of people had, issues with that. What's your take on that part?
I have a huge problem with that. I think they did that with Oscars and everything.
Yeah, they did.
So I'm stepping back from let's step back from the racist part, right? The racism built into it, right? Let's just step back. They're doing it. It's an award show. So they might have 50 awards.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, that's 50 people winning. It could be producers, artists, guests, extras. It doesn't matter, whatever that is. 50 awards that need to be handed out. Mm-hmm. We only pay for a time slot of 2 or 3 hours. That's built in with commercials, right? Because we got to pay the bills. So we might only display, let's just say half of those, 25. Now, based off of those 25 awards that we're showing, why is it always the African Americans who are winning never get the show, right? So if I was doing it and let's say I had those same rules, okay, that means we're going to show a country. We're going to show every genre of music. Not saying it's going to be best artist, but at least that topic, right? It could be best album, best artist, best female, whatever it is. But we're going to have a hip hop segment that's going to be televised. Right. We're going to have a country. We're going to have a pop. We're going to have an R&B. We're going to have an indie. We're going to have all these. So let me cover my bases first. And then let me cherry pick. Because who's coming? Taylor Swift is coming. Yeah, and we know she's going to win that award. We got to televise that. Beyonce coming. Is she going to win? Yeah, she won. We're going to televise that. So now at least we know all the bases is covered. Or at least it might be 3 country people getting awards and they show it, but at least you see one rap artist winning an award for something and it's televised. So that's how I would do it. So that's the problem that I have, that they're not doing this.
Yeah. And my thing is like, how deaf can you be? Every year during these times, whether it's a Grammy or Oscars, we always have this issue, don't we? We always say, where's the representation? You know what I'm saying? Like, so how many years are we going to go without somebody saying, okay, this guy might not be Jay-Z, he might not be Drake, but the community likes this guy a lot. Let's give him that 30 seconds on that stage because this is monumental to them. Just like, you know, let's say Jelly Roll. Everybody
loves Jelly Roll the past year or two.
I don't know a lot of his songs. I know a couple of his songs. Yeah. I know that he's good at what he does. And he speaks his truth. You know
his story is phenomenal, too. His story's phenomenal, yeah.
So, yeah, if you got other, country artists, whoever is up there, I totally get it. But give him that 30 seconds, too. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I feel about it. So I would hope that they do it, but I'm just like, damn, how deaf can y'all and blind can y'all be?
Or if, let's say, we're the who makes the votes? The covenant, the group, the academy. Thank you. That's what I'm looking
for. And we don't even know who the hell in the academy.
But let's say the academy has standards, and I don't care what y'all say, we doing it, right?
Right.
If that's the rules, cool. But you can't have the academy, and we're gonna film and show best actor every year. Best actor, Tom Cruise. Best actor, Matthew McConaughey. Best actor, who's your boy played Joker that died?
I can't remember.
I don't know. But let's say Joaquin Phoenix, who just played the new Joker, right?
Yeah.
We've showed it every year. Now best actor, Denzel win it. Oh, no, we ain't going to show best actor now. Will Smith just won it last year. We ain't going to show that. No. These are your rules.
Yeah.
Don't take it away now when it's an African-American or... I don't want to say just African American,
because
I'm sure
there's
plenty of demographics who don't win and they don't show, or win and they don't show it too. Yeah. But no, if the rules are the rules, keep them the same, then, bro.
Keep the same rules.
Don't do that. Yeah. So I don't know. It's tough, man.
Congratulations to all the winners. Miley Cyrus went up there. I don't even know what Hov won, bro. He just went up there talking, bro.
Dr. Dre Award.
I said, bro, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
He getting on this. I'm just talking. Hey, y'all, show up. Y'all show up. Everybody show up. He said the same. You know, the funny thing is that somebody made a clip and it was Kanye talking. Remember when he went up there and he was like, Beyonce made the greatest video of all time?
Taylor Swift won, right?
And Taylor Swift won. Mm-hmm. So essentially, it's almost like Hov said the same thing. And Kanye went up there and he like reposted what Jay-Z was saying last night. Was like 100. Like, this is all that we're saying is that you're giving her all these awards, but you never give her the album of the year. You give somebody else the album of the year. That doesn't never make any sense to us. So, I don't know how they do the voting, bro, but Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody who did it.
And I know we've been talking about music a little bit, but to the people out there listening for some new, I guess, rap music out there, 21 Savage dropped the album a couple weeks ago, and Benny the Butcher dropped the album too. So y'all can listen to a couple of those things.
I sent you a message about both of them.
What about them? What you say, Cut?
I had sent you a text. I said, I said I didn't think 21, and this is just me being honest. I'm always going to be honest on this podcast, man. I'm not going to cape or front for nobody. I didn't think 21 Savage could put together an album like this. With the production, the bars, like how he raps, he didn't try to change it. You know how people try to change it up when they get certain producers and things like that. He stuck to who he was, and I think personally that the music was really good. I think it was really, really good.
I agree.
Did you check it out? Did you have a chance?
I did, of course, yeah. I think I actually listened to it before you sent me that, so I just saw it and I was like, he had a couple bangers on there. I'm a cult follower of Benny the Butcher, so I hold his standard to his other albums. To me, this wasn't as good as the other albums, as like the Tana Talks and stuff like that. But he had like every other song was solid for me or something like that. So he was shooting okay on this one, but I got to cherry pick his songs that I like because I like all of his old stuff too.
I think when you have a cult following, I think that your cult following wants you to stay true to what they believe that you are.
I agree.
So when you try to branch out and do other things, even if it sounds good, you're going to get critiqued by that cult following. And I think it's a win and a loss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think I'm open for him doing stuff, but when he tried something new, I didn't like it. So that's why I feel that way. Let's say he tried something new and I liked it. I'll be like, cool, keep doing that. But I just didn't like some of the songs.
You want the gutter. I
want the gutter shit, but if you're going to bring me, let's say, the love shit or the different pocket shit, do it, but I would still want to like it. Yeah. And if I don't like it, I'm like, all right, keep to that, keep to this other shit. But that's just me. I'm just one fan.
I hold him in the same category as I hold Lloyd Banks. Like, right. I'm a Banks fan, right?
Right.
The mixtape Banks is who I was rocking with the whole time. You know what I'm saying? When the albums came out, they were commercial, but they had bars. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as he got out of that light, he was like, "Yo, I'm going back to what I like. I'm going back to the deep New York beats. The bars, the punchlines. Like, this is what I want." As a fan of, somebody who liked the songs with him and Avant and him and Lloyd and him and, certain, the R&B records. You know what I'm saying? I still want to hear those sometime. And he ain't giving, it ain't happening. It's just deep gutter. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of understand it. I definitely
like it. Let's switch some topics. Like I said, we was talking about music, man. But, I got my damn near weekly Aiden stories. My son, man. So,
what you got?
So, February is known for two things, and we're going to talk about both of them, but one of them is Valentine's Day, bro.
No, we're not talking about that.
DJ, you ready, bro?
What do you do, man? Alarm clock?
We have to go shopping, it's our, like every other week we go shopping, get some food, because I pack his lunch and all this stuff, so stuff for the house. And, by the time you go in the store now in February, it's flooded with hearts.
Yeah.
Candy, chocolate, all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I said, hey, man. I said, you ready for Valentine's Day? He said, I said, all right.
Here it goes.
I said, you got to, because a couple years ago, if y'all listened to the podcast, he had a dilemma, a couple years ago with getting multiple gifts. Mm-hmm. So I said, you got to get any gifts for somebody? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You tell me, what's up? We got to get something? He said, no. I said, you sure? He said, yeah. I said, all right, cool. I said, are you going to receive gifts? He said, yeah. I said, hold on. Hold on. You going to receive gifts? How many? He said, I don't know, probably a lot. I said, hold on, dog.
Yeah.
I said, so you finna receive a lot of gifts on Valentine's, but you ain't going to get nobody a gift? He said, no. I said, all right, bro, let's go to the next aisle, bro. I'm done talking to this dude, dog. What?
And he mean that, too.
He meant every bit of that.
Yeah. He meant
so I'll keep y'all updated on after Valentine's, how it goes. If he come home with a big-ass teddy bear and flowers and stuff and chocolate, I'm eating all the chocolate, first off. Don't even do that. I'm eating that shit. But I got to have a talk with him, man. Because that ain't fair, man. I don't know who's teaching him, man. I would never do this.
Yeah.
A Square podcast listeners and family, I would never do what my son does.
I know it. Just remember, keep your shoes by your feet. Just remember, that might be part of the story.
I would never
I got nothing for Valentine's Day, man. As far as like what I'm gonna do, what we gonna do, where we gonna go, all that type of stuff, I have no idea. But you know, we'll figure that shit out, man. I'm a Jehovah Witness this year, bro.
Sure.
I'm a Jehovah Witness. I can't choose. If I just say if I go Jehovah 1 year, if I go Jehovah Witness 1 year, do you know how much money?
So much money.
Oh, and that's what he wants us to do: save and give a little bit away. We'll give a little bit away. Help.
Jehovah.
Talking about giving it away, Vince McMahon, bro, you a wild boy, bro.
Who's Vince McMahon to the listeners out there, man?
Vince McMahon was once a fearless leader of the WWF. Fearless, you hear me? CEO, wrestler. He did it all, man. Known for some of the most iconic moments in sports entertainment history. Vince McMahon.
Facts.
I got to ask you a question, bro.
Talk to me.
Why is it every time we hear a racist, a rapist, a sexually horny person, a evil person, a dirtball, why do they always say to somebody, you just want a big black cock in you, don't you? I mean, where does that come
default?
from?
That's the default. What you
where
mean?
does that come? I have to know where that comes from. Like, I don't understand that. Like,
it's programmed.
It can't just be you want to just make love to black men, or you want to just make love to Asian men, or you want to make love to these type of people. It always comes down to the black penis, bro.
It's programmed, bro. What you mean? Yeah, built in them.
Vince McMahon had a lawsuit. I believe this lawsuit is, if I'm not mistaken, 2013 or 2015 with a young lady who was a former wrestler. He settled for $3 million. $3 million. He paid $1 million and not a cent after that. So because of that, it was a breach of the contract, and the information from the settlement came out. Antonio, I read a half a paragraph of the text messages between him and the young lady the first time. He said some very graphic things that I'm not going to repeat on this podcast.
DJ.
But if there was any...
You're the most repeating person I've ever met on the podcast in life.
No.
You're wild, bro.
It's above me on this one. I can't see myself saying these things. This is crazy. But listen, if you got 3 holes in your body, he was talking about letting everybody hold up in all 3 with multiple men, never stopping, talking about a cum shower, bro.
So you are repeating what was going on.
I told you I can only talk about the half, bro. I can't go no. It's unreal the things that he was texting. But here's the thing. Here's the crazy part. While he's the dirtball, and I believe everything that happens to him going forward, you know, obviously he's lost his title. He had to step down. All the things that they always got to do, right? I gotta look at her too, bro. And the reason why I have to look at her like this is because there was something that happened during this time that she was doing some of these things. She clearly in the messages was saying, okay, you know, I'm down. You know what I'm saying? Even if you change your mind later on, if you've done these things and you get somebody who, let's say, are repeating that they want to do all these things, so they have all these fantasies with you, it's still ugly on her side too. You know what I'm saying? So even though I'm giving him the blame, because some of the things that he was saying was just, past that was just awful. You know what I'm saying? Sharing pictures. I say, first of all, that's always corny to me, like the sharing of the pictures to other people and being like, all the guys were like, yeah, let's get it. Like, what type of dude sitting around waiting to be like, yeah, let's go get her? You know what I'm saying? That's creepy too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's ugly, man. And I don't know what they're going to do. I kind of see him. It's kind of funny that now The Rock is back. You know, he obviously, shout out to him for owning his name now, which I think is an amazing thing. And he's also a part of, Jesus. So you gonna shit on The Rock, bro?
No, that was my
That's
fault, bro.
crazy. With The Rock owning his own name, becoming partners with TKO, people that own the WWE and UFC. He's a chairman. He's up there with them now on the board. So shout out to him.
Is he not making any more movies? I haven't seen The Rock in a movie in a minute.
Man, you know he like Kevin Hart, bro.
I know he's doing the XFL stuff too. So
yeah, it's a lot. So shout out to him for that. But yeah, it's ugly with Vince McMahon, bro. You got any takeaways on it? Did you see anything on it? You skipped right over it?
I don't know, bro. If and you know this about me, DJ, bro. If you in the fuckboy category, bro, I don't research you. I don't care. Like, if you out of here, you out of here, bro. And if the freaky stuff that he a freaky bull. And obviously he's paid people off. You know,
and
I don't know if he's
before.
guilty.
This ain't the first time.
Right. I don't know if he's guilty legally, right? Like, I don't think he's doing any jail time or anything like that. So at least he's paying people off. Yeah, civilly he's guilty, but not criminally. So I'm a big component on get him out of here, bro. It's not about money. Just the Diddy shit. Remember we talked about that? And that got swept under the rug because he paid.
He's not guilty.
Civilly he was, though. Or he, not in the court of law, but he settled real quick.
Well, you got to.
But you don't have to.
You do have to.
Get these dirt balls off of the streets. Get them out of here. What are we talking about? I don't want him to do that to anybody else, bro.
No, I definitely agree.
Get him out of here, bro.
And
you can do both. Did y'all know? You can charge somebody criminally and civilly. Like, I don't understand why they feel like it's only one or the other. No. Get these people, these rape cases, pedophile cases, all that stuff. Get them off the streets,
like,
bro.
get them in jail. Like, get them in jail. That's why I don't understand. It's always just the civil part of it, unless what is the statutes, limitations?
No, the burden of
like
proof.
That?
No, that too, but the burden of proof is way easier, right? Like, if it's criminally, you gonna have to. It's damn near they got to see you getting stroked to say you convicted. But take those chances. Like, if you have the evidence, shoot your shot.
And see, so the same way you feel about that is why I understand why people say everybody who settles isn't guilty. Just like everybody who if you go to court, you gotta that guy got to do the same thing that the girl got to do. She got to prove that he did it, and he got to prove that she didn't do it. But in the court of public opinion,
A Square podcast. Listen to me. If any female ever comes forward and said Antonio X, Y, and Z, please know we going to court. I don't care what you talking about. I ain't settling. I don't care if it's $10. Let's get it. I got lawyers on retainer right now, bro. I can't do it.
Here is my rebuttal to that, Antonio. Mm-hmm. If you're a part of multi-billion-dollar businesses, right? Multi-billion-dollar businesses. Number one, your attorney and every attorney that you get with is going to tell you what's the best thing for you to do. Those companies are all going to ask you to step down. They don't want you, even if you're accused, they're going to want you to be, to step down. The accusations is already criminal. Even if you go to court and you prove that you didn't do anything wrong. Let's take, for example, I'll give you an example. Obviously, they went to court and it was a civil thing, but it was a criminal thing too. Let's take, for example, the Kobe Bryant situation when he was going to court.
Right.
The original mentality was, no, I didn't rape anybody. I may have cheated, but I didn't rape anybody, right?
Right.
But you seen what the outcome of all that was is everybody calling him a rapist. To this day, even Gayle King had questions about him after his passing. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of companies didn't want to do no work with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these people are stepping down. Even if you prove, which he did, that it wasn't rape, but it was civil, people still called him that. And he lost so much money from that. So if your attorneys are telling you, settle the case now so that we can start building on this 5 years of the comeback. Because right now, she's only talking about money. So what do you do?
So for me, I feel like he didn't lose money. He lost money, let's say millions of dollars. He could have lost more if he was guilty, is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So him going to court actually helped him out Because now it comes out that she had 4 pieces of semen in her and all the timeline wasn't that. All that came out from trial. Mm-hmm. That's, to me, where he saved money. Because what if the NBA said, no, we don't want, because you're guilty. We don't want you here. Or Nike said, nah. Was he with Nike or Adidas? Nike?
It was, I think, Nike.
If he was guilty, you think Nike still would have kept him?
They didn't.
But they came back to him, though, right? But if he was guilty,
yeah.
they wouldn't have came back, is what I'm saying.
No,
so I feel like he would have lost more money if he was guilty. Him going to court, I feel like, this isn't just me, I feel like it saved him his reputation. People going to say he's guilty, not guilty anyway, right? But on this piece of paper, it says what it is. That's what I care about. All we got at the end of the day is our balls and our word, bro.
That's true.
I can't have just somebody walking past and they just said, yeah, Tonio did this and that. What? No, prove it. I can't just pay you off just because you was bored that day. I can't do that.
I think that a lot of it is easier said than done when you're not talking to an attorney and you're not talking about the millions or billions of dollars.
Facts.
Because to me, like, either I'm not saying I would settle anything, right? I wouldn't say I'm not saying that. I'm on your side with what you're saying. But let's just take, for example, the Puffy situation. He settled that within 24 hours. But let's say that he had to go to court. If he did go to court for all that, that's $30 million is a lot of money, period. But to him, it's not a lot of money, right? Yep. So to save his companies, I think that those things come into play when your attorneys come and sit down with you.
That only comes into play when you're guilty, is what I'm saying.
I don't think so, man.
So do you think he's innocent or guilty? I'm just saying, take that away. Do you think he did what she said he did?
I think that, just my personal opinion.
Yeah, this is it.
I think that they was into some freaky shit altogether, originally. Now, she might have said no, you know what I'm saying? But that's like the whole thing of the R. Kelly thing. Like, some of the people were saying they was holding him hostage and stuff like that, but the families were coming around. Right. The families were suing him trying to get money, and he was giving the family money, and the young person was staying and stuff like that. I think it's a lot more than that. Like, just like the whole Vince McMahon situation. She was down with all of it until she wasn't down with it. So now, all of a sudden, here's the messages, and he got to settle quick now, because if those messages, there's probably more messages like that.
And I think that's where it sucks. Well, maybe this is a male and female thing too, what I'm about to say. Obviously, in these rapists or whatever minds, these molester minds, it's okay when they're doing it, right?
Yes.
So there's a consent there. No harm, no foul. But as soon as they say no or stop, in their brain, it's not no or stop, right? It's let me do more, or they don't really mean it. And I think that's the problem that's happening with these females or kids or whoever saying no, stop. That's where the criminal part comes in. Now that's kidnapping. Now that's rape. Now that's all these things. So this is why they're settling, because they're like, okay, I didn't rape her. We've been doing it for years. She only said no like 3-4 times. But that's rape, though.
That definitely,
they're looking at it as, okay, she might have a case, so let me pay them out so we don't have to go to court.
But then here's the other part of that, though. If she says stop, you're like, or I don't want to do this anymore.
Right.
And they break up, or they whatever. He cut because in the Puff situation, it was a lot deeper than this.
Right. Yeah, they were like married or engaged, so yeah, it was for years.
Engaged or whatever the case may be. She goes off and she he stops paying for her parents' chicken chains and all these different things that they have. Yeah. He cut her off cash wise. She goes out, she gets married, and now the week before the statute of limitations come out, now it's, hey, I need that $30 million or I'm writing this book.
Facts. Right.
And I think that's my issue. You know,
both of them are layered. Both of them are layered, right?
It is.
They are layered. I'm just speaking from a person who I hold that to one of the most heinous things you could do, right? Yes, being a pedophile or being a rapist, right? Yeah. So I'm holding that to, if those are my standards not to do that, you accusing me of that, no, I'm fighting you tooth and nail. I'm not doing it. You're not gonna get nothing. I'm gonna pay my lawyer every cent that I got, as long as it's not to you. Because no, I didn't do that. That's what I'm looking at it.
And I think that, and we can move on after this.
Sure.
I think that part of the problem is, Antonio, is that it's always been said that if you give a person a ton of money, it's only going to enhance who they really are anyway.
I agree.
So if, let's say, for example, if these people are going into sex party rooms and sex stuff, like all these different types of things, and they're taking their loved ones, their girlfriends there, and this is things that they're into, if that girl is not used to that lifestyle, and then even if she gets used to that lifestyle, she does have an option to get out of that lifestyle.
Yeah, but that's also a slippery slope too. I know we talked about that.
It is.
You know, it's real convenient that you saying stop now. You know what I'm saying? Like you should have morals too. Of no, I ain't never doing that, right?
Yeah.
You gonna miss out on those great yachts and great parties and meeting all these celebs, but you have those morals to say no.
I think that's a part of it,
like,
right
that's
there.
Tough for you to keep saying yeah, and benefiting. Now when I cut you off or now we have a disagreement, now you want to try to throw over the book at me. You know what I'm saying? So both sides can learn from this.
Just keep your ass out of situations.
Just keep your shoes by your feet. That's all that means. That's a
it.
fact.
They walk around with socks and just no shoes all day. At
least some
and
sandals.
Wonder why this happens.
At least some sandals.
At least sandals. What else is going on, bro? What we got?
I think you know it's first week of February, man. So like we said, Valentine's Day, but it's also Black History Month, DJ.
Yeah.
A lot of people hit me up too about the hoodie that I had on, man. You know, never remembering Black Wall Street, man. So I think we need to do some homework, DJ.
Okay.
For the next couple episodes in February, we should highlight anybody black that we want.
Okay, I'm with it.
I think we should do that, right? You know, to find some people that, you know, we ain't gonna bring Martin Luther King's mind. Like, come on, man, everybody knows those people. But let's dive into, let's give jewels and education and respect to those that are the forgotten, right? Or of who we can find. So I think that should be our homework for the next, 2 or 3 episodes for Black History Month. If you agree.
I agree.
Okay.
No, I definitely agree. We definitely should do that and
we'll do
talk
that
about it on
episode.
the next pod. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Each
Each week. So the next 2 or 3 episodes, we'll have I'll bring a person, you bring a person. We'll talk about them and whatever they accomplish. You know what I'm saying? We want to give them their kudos. So
and
that was just an idea I had.
On that, I love that. I love that idea. I also want to throw another idea out, bro.
Okay.
For the next episode of the A Square podcast, Antonio, I want you to bring me your top 5 fictional basketball players of all time, bro. It could be anybody. It could be Shep. You know what I'm saying? It could be anybody you want. You know what I'm saying? It could be anybody you want from any of the old school basketball movies. It could definitely be.
Do I have to rank them or just bring 5?
Bro, no, bro. Rank them, bro. If you bring in King and Duck, just know. It don't matter who you bring. I'm gonna be right there with you. But Flight and Willie gonna be in there for me, bro. Flight
Don't tell your
Willie.
list. Don't tell your
I
list.
said they gonna be in there. I ain't say where they gonna be at.
It don't matter. We'll talk about it. Yeah, don't give it away,
top
man.
5 fictional basketball players of all time next week, bro. Let's try that. That way we'll give people a little time to do their own.
We'll do that, man. We'll do that. Yeah. For sure. Last thing I got, man. Hey, I gave you a week off to give your what you want to talk about, but Super Bowl coming up this weekend, bro.
Yeah.
We got the Chiefs versus 49ers. Who you got, DJ? We gave you a week. You said you wanted to wait. This week has came up, man. Who you got? You want me to go first and give you a little bit more time, or
what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. It pains me to say this, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It pains me to say this. Damn. Because it pains me to say this, but I just can't go against Patrick Mahomes right now, bro. I can't. And I know the talent on the other side of the field, but I can't go against Patrick Mahomes because I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm putting my Ducks right there with them because I just feel like it's one of them situations where just a few short years ago, I talked about it on this podcast, I just cannot go against Tom Brady. I can't in these moments. You know what I'm saying? I can't go against somebody that has proven themselves to not only be a winner, but to come from behind, play under any circumstances. And I think this is a particular a situation that he's proved everybody wrong all year, bro. They said, can he win on the road? He beat everybody on the road. He beat Buffalo on the road. He beat Baltimore on the road. And now he in the Super Bowl.
Who's the number 1 seed and has the MVP.
So you got Josh Allen
and he has no receivers.
You got Josh Allen out of here. You got the MVP Lamar Jackson out of here. And who did they play for? And you got Tua out of here.
Miami.
You got Tua out of here. So it's like he's proven everybody wrong in this role. And all season long, what did we say? Same thing you just said. He ain't even got no receivers. He got no receivers.
They have the most drops in the NFL.
And then they sat old boy out, and he got hot. Tony?
No, they didn't. No, he sat himself out. They didn't
He said I'm sitting here healthy as hell.
He's not. He's mentally not stable. Bro.
He's not good, King.
He's not good.
He's just not good.
He's not good, King.
He's not, bro. He's not.
So I can't take anything away from that. And obviously, you know, Kelsey. You obviously he gonna be open.
Man. You're bad, man. You want to give a score, or you just want to keep with that?
Yeah, man. I'll go 24-17. I don't think it's gonna be anything that's. I don't think it's gonna be no shootout.
So with me, everybody should know, does know, and if this is the first episode you're listening to, I've been a Colts fan since damn near middle school, bro.
That's a fact.
So I'm blind loyal. I don't care if the Colts was playing the 85 Bears. I'm picking the Colts, bro. It don't matter. I'm picking the Colts no matter who they're going against, right? Since the Colts didn't make it, first year they didn't make the Super Bowl, so you know I'm tough, man. First year. What? It's the first year ever they didn't make it. I had the 49ers at the beginning of the season winning the Super Bowl, other than the Colts, right? But I was like, if there's another team, 49ers. 49ers happen to be in the Super Bowl, and they're going against everything you just said. If the 49ers were not in the Super Bowl, everything you said would back what I'm saying. I just can't go against the pick. I can't get down to the last nitty gritty and switch sides. I just can't. That's just me. You know, I'm loyal to whatever. So for me, I'm going to pick the 49ers, not because I don't think they're going to win, but that's just my team who I also didn't have them playing Kansas City either, right? So for me, I'm going to go with the 49ers. So the score, I like your 24-17. I'm going to say 27-24. I think it's going to be a tie game. Purdy's going to drive down there, kick a field goal to win. But that's just me. Right, or they might be down by 4 and then they score a touchdown and you know they up by 3. So my final score will be 27-24, and yours is 24-17 for Kansas City. I like that, bro.
So I'll say this: I do want to give a shout out to Brock Purdy, bro. And I know a lot of people have criticism against him in regards to, well, he didn't play good when Debo was out, though, or he didn't play good when this person was out. The fact of the matter is, when it counted, he made the passes and they made the catches. No quarterback is making passes and catching it. So, you know, I feel like cut that out. And also, he was Mr. Irrelevant, bro. Like, this is your normal backup quarterback are not making these passes, you know what I'm saying, when they come in. How many times, Antonio, have you seen a backup quarterback come in and he just can't? It's just not good.
Come on, man. I'm a Colts fan. For 8 straight years we've had backup quarterbacks, bro.
Minshew, he nice.
He just made the Pro Bowl. I don't understand that.
Doc Rivers is the coach of the All-Star game.
That's cap too.
Doc Rivers 0-3 in the
NBA
DJ? This year, and he about to be. Did I cut out? Am I here?
You cut out for a little bit. I'm sorry. What'd you say? Doc Rivers what?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are we good? Are we live?
Are we live? Angela Yee. Charlamagne.
Oh, no, we're going to be. But listen, at the end of the day, I'm just saying that I want to give a shout out to him because I do think that for him to come in, play confident, make plays, I think that's extremely important. And
for just context for the listeners out there, Mr. Irrelevant is the last player drafted in the NFL, right? There's 6 rounds, 7 rounds, something like that. And so the last player is always labeled Mr. Irrelevant, meaning because you probably going to get cut anyway, but technically you got drafted. And so I think is it Disney World gives whoever that person is, gives them like a free day pass to go, you know, to Disney World because they're like, they ain't going to make the team anyway. So, but Brock Purdy was that person. Free room and board, maybe a meal ticket, you know what I'm saying? Get a free breakfast. But Brock Purdy was that individual, and he's back-to-back playoff winner and a Super Bowl in 2 years. So I agree with you, DJ. That's all I got, man.
Yeah, that's all I got for this week, man. We'll keep it nice and simple. Like I said, next week, top 5 fictional basketball players of all time. And
Black Friday. I mean, I said Black. Well, I keep
Friday.
Man.
You sick, bro.
Black History Month. We get an extra a day too. Ooh, shit! It is a leap year. But yeah, we gonna highlight some African Americans, man, who's accomplished a lot. That maybe I'm gonna find somebody that I never knew about. Right. So
or talked about enough. Yeah.
Yeah, or talked about enough. So we gonna try to cook up somebody for y'all, man. So or we will. I'm gonna say that we will.
Absolutely. No doubt. And until next time, Antonio, what do you always tell the people, bro?
Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel, asquarepodcast.com. I know y'all love when we go live, so we'll probably go live next week or something like that. But we just try to switch it up. We got some good things coming up for y'all this year. We working hard, more interviews, all that stuff, man. But definitely, it's hey, there's some rapists out here, bro.
Oh my God.
And there's some victims out here, bro. So just to avoid all that, keep them shoes by your feet. To be neither one. To be neither one, keep them shoes by your feet.
All day, man. So until next time, A Square Podcast, y'all, we are out of here. Peace.